Just hold on tight. This place is called Spurftop. The fur dresser named Trim hangs out here. Let's see. Ride like the wind. URFIDURF outpost. The Jagni tribe claimed this forever. Let's see. That's the rumor. Go, beastie, go. That's some sharp wood scrap there. Watch for splinters. Lockety locked. The story is about you. Careful. Let's see. Might turn a blade or two. That's the leftover you're looking for. Just what you were looking for. The darkness swallows everything at night. He says that's enough to get the Mekton functional. You'll have an engine, a fuel soaker, a gun, and a gathering net, but no armor, nor enough oxygen supply. He made a suction device, so the Mekton can use the black tar as an instant refuel. You can also use it to clear oily goo puddles, so you can pass and access hard-to-get-to areas. He's been working on another project for the Mekton, a cannon, but it needs ammunition, and by that he means the scripts. He says if they're trained right, they'll turn into a distraction for the Jumbo Puff. The best way to find scripts is to go talk to Moog. He knows the ins and outs of every breathing thing left alive after the apocalypse. Unfortunately, this means you'll have to venture farther out into the Deadzone than Moog's camp on the steep depot. Gizmo thinks he's a little peculiar, but very knowledgeable. He has the ins and outs of all monster and creature whereabouts. Make the most of the night while you can. The grease monkey's mekton is built sturdy, just like himself. Can you imagine how this place used to look before the dead oil flood? Might want to hold your breath before you head any further. You're about to witness the breathtaking vistas of what's known as the Deadzone. In the old world, roads like this really led somewhere. Now, most of them lead to disaster. Hot metal. You could just go to a place like this to get a proper meal back in the old world. Punch time. Dead already. Knock them flat. You learn faster now. Save your energy. That over there is Steepo Depot, the cliffside that Moog hangs on to. Hear that? It's called quiet. Let's see. This one's impressed to see you out here. He figured you'd be dead by now. Not many are as tough and clever as you must be. Claims he goes after the most dangerous game, huge monsters. Moog says that all your power doesn't do you a bit of good if you're not willing to pull the trigger when the time comes. Choosing what to kill and what to spare are the most important decisions you'll make. You might have a steady aim, but you need to be sure that you pick your targets with care. It's hard to make those life or death decisions for others, but someone's got to do it. Otherwise, they'll do it themselves, and you know they'll miss. When it comes to monsters, he mostly picks who dies. Says it's wild that the world seems to be coming back, but he supposes that means more monsters for him to shoot. Wonders why you work so hard to keep things alive. Bullets help thin the herd instead. Says you should give up on working with the stubborn myriad. He keeps trying to put out their lights and they keep putting up new ones. Says they keep the monsters away. He needs them closer, not farther. But enough of that, right? He says the wildlife, nature, has changed and turned against us. Instincts of survival took over when the world changed. He's not sure about their veggie diet anymore, and if it's changed, who knows what it's done with the chemical composition of their body output. Right now, though, he feels he's come to a point where he's got a pretty clear idea on the whereabouts of monsters, both tall and short. Says as big as they are, the world is bigger. To find where they are, you need to see where they've been. Moog says you must learn to walk before you can run. It takes practice before you can call yourself a monster hunter. Fortunately for you, he can help. He understands you need to start off with something small before you go big. There's no better place to start than a squip cave. Hunting down a couple of these little critters for yourself should keep... Says you stick to the hunting and shots present themselves later. You sound a little wheezy. Wait, it's the script holer. The place is just filled with critters. Check out the Mechton's controls. Enough of that. Ooh, a biohazard like that can make you real sick. Idea. Go knock the lid off that sludge truck. It'll fill the place up and you can get up to that entrance there. That's the good stuff. Netted a critter. Keep your powder dry. Someone has to end this. Looks like the switches need to be turned to match so enough charge can flow through the conductors. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. Bring out. This is an epic already. How it ends is up to you. He says that's enough scripts to sustain the Mechton's claw crane cannon with infinite ammunition. Well done. That's the special weapon he made to store the scripts in the Mechton. It will be strong enough to launch them at the Jumbo Puff. Gizmo's made vehicles before to confront the Jumbo Puff himself, but failed. But this time, it's different. the Mechton will be strong enough to do the job. It's time to put a stop to the World Eater now, otherwise he fears the damage it's caused to the tree already will be too much to handle. He asks you to not even think about taking on the Jumbo Puff on foot. You'll need the Mechton to do the job, take his word for it. There's time to improve the Mechton before you confront the Puff. There are more wreck boxes out in the Deadzone with gear you should be able to equip the Mechton with on your own. It's already quite sturdy, but upgrading it will greatly improve your chances of victory. Gizmo wants to help if he can. You need to help Gizmo defeat the Jumbo Puff before it destroys the West Route. Glad to see you out and moving about in the daylight. Says talking to you was interesting. Gizmo wants to help if he can. Without your help, that monster will uproot the Tree of Life. Says the Lotus Tribe is known for their hard discipline. Says you're welcome back. Gizmo wants to help if he can. Understands completely. The sun is high. Ready to ride. Are you sure you're going the right way? There's a place and time for everything, but for that city scenario, it's already come and gone. Bang Shelter 7B is still there, open and ready to shelter. might as well just dive in that rain and get wet. Time to do it on your own. When a story comes to you, pay attention. Shop, shop. That's one just over there. Go for it. That's a jumbo pup with an appetite. Ain't no fuzz. Better put an end to it before it ends our world. Jumbo Puff is kicking it up a notch. It's time for an electric performance. A couple more hits and it's a fried circuit board. goes all the way down to the stomach. Start like a snack, and you'll end up with a ride down the intestinal canal. That's too close to the end station. Better move up and away, or be swept out the bowel way. Wow, what a super-sized whirlwind. That must be as big as they come. You see, it's what's on the inside that counts. That meaty Taurus is already offbeat. End it. Better pumped out than flushed down. Don't let it happen again. The Taurus is pumping at half a beat. You know what to do. Guessed it would go down with a throw-up. Can it really get any better than that? He thanks you for dealing with the first World Eater. It's a start. You should go see Out of Date and find out what you can about the machine he's named the Ark. You're good-hearted enough, so you'll have no problem getting him to share the information with you. He trusts you know where to find Out of Date by now. He's always been at the foot of the tree, and that hasn't changed.